All right. It is Thursday night in Colinane's echoey room here in beautiful Glenview.
Glenview, Illinois, yeah.
Glenview, Illinois. Riggs and I are back. KMS listeners get a little bit of Riggs tonight after a long day. Although Riggs like, yeah, you're not doing anything. Fucking live show. I'm here working for him. No gratitude.
When's the live show? A couple weeks?
Week from Saturday. You said you might go, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be on the Northeast. I'm going to try to go.
Yeah. Is your boy Kyle going?
Kyle is a lot. Kyle also, I think, wants to get into a rough and rowdy match against a hater on Twitter or something.
Oh, good. That'll take off.
Yeah.
People are really going to care about that.
Sling the tickets.
Is that trending yet or no?
Oh, yeah.
What a fucking day. So we had day. I mean, so I hope everybody watch it. Go to Barstool TV. I'm sure you can watch the replay, right?
It's got to be up there.
Right?
It's amazing how little I know about the whole thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I guess
exactly
that's
right.
Not amazing.
So we do the golf broadcast. It was me, Riggs, Jake Marsh in the booth. Francis was out there, and then the foreplay guys, Trent, Frankie, and Rapport. I thought it went pretty well. The feedback on social media, I think, looking at Dave, largely has been positive.
Yeah, I thought universal. I didn't see any negativity.
Yeah, that'll change.
Only a little bit of hate from like random people.
About me or?
People just think you're an asshole.
Yeah, well, yeah, I could be that. I mean, Jake Marsh doesn't like me.
Right.
Even you saw when we walked back in, and Jake's like, yeah, I'm going out with my dad. And he's kind of giving me like a, haha, like I have a dad. And he was doing like he seemed...
Because you don't have a dad, you think?
Yeah, I think I'm the one guy in the world who he doesn't like. And I will, if I want to, break him over the next 3 days.
I think he likes
because he's a nice kid.
You pissed him off at one point. I don't know if I've ever seen Jake Marsh pissed off.
He was pissed off. We're fucking around. They break balls apart. Might take guests on that show. I don't understand.
Yeah, at one point he told you to shut up.
But he wasn't kidding.
No, he's serious. He's locked in. He's mean.
I
thought it went great. I think the bar was set so low that it came off like a massive success.
That's true. Yeah. Now we get a topic because tomorrow I think it'll be tough. I will say this for the Minda fans out there, just so you know, a couple of notes. Number one, they are already, you guys can confirm, trying to censor your fearless host, Kirk Seamus Minahan. Once again, the censor people are out there. These censors people, I will just say this, they are all business. That's what I'll say about them. And they are here to silence Kirk Minahan.
You called me a pussy. Called me a pussy. They hated it.
Yeah, but I was kidding. The tour didn't like it?
I think the tour didn't like it.
I mean, fine. I'm here to help you guys, so I'll stay out. I won't say the word pussy again on the broadcast. That seems reasonable. So then Riggs like, we say fuck 600 times in our podcast. So anyway, we're in the meeting afterwards with your guy Brant, who I think your fucking hands bleeding from the applause you gave him after the round.
BP. You are so...
BP?
I've never seen somebody... Brant Packer. You were chirping.
That's a great name for him.
You were the BP oil
That's
spill.
A great last name for him.
You were so...
He's the producer / sort of director of the...
He's in our ear the whole time, and he's in
mine.
He's in the... He stopped talking to you.
A lot of Riggs, you asked this question. Like, he has no interest in me. He hates me.
No, he's not into you. So you have been down on BP the entire week, as down as you can possibly be.
Yeah, just me.
And then at the end, we do this meeting, which is your favorite thing on the planet. We got like 400 people in a tight trailer.
What did we see when we were driving back in the golf cart?
No. We saw, no joke. We'll call them like John Doe and John Doe 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows who they are?
We're, grinding in the afternoon on a work day on a Thursday. It's not even a summer Friday.
Right.
They were putting in there's like a right next to the Grill Fest fucking setup with picnic tables.
Yeah, some of the Minda fans might say, I missed a putt today on that hole. Like it was I won't say what these guys do for a living. They definitely are not salespeople for Barstool Sports. Like, just to be clear, right?
And they were holding like a Corona Light in one hand and then putting for another free Corona Light with the other hand.
For no reason.
Great show, guys, as we drive by.
Adding nothing to the equation.
So we go to this meeting that, again, it's like 20 people in this tight trailer, and it's hoopla. They're doing round of applause after round of applause. Well, there was a birthday fucking shout out. So
for who?
And BP was the one orchestrating this whole thing. He was choreographing the whole thing. And then somebody obviously had to, which was, I imagine, his favorite part of the day. He just goes until someone does this. Someone grabbed it, flipped it, and was like, by the way, guys, let's not lose sight of the fact that, like, Brent had such a great show and really did great. And everybody's clapping, and Kirk you bought it.
You're such a fucking
hook, line, and sinker. And you just your hands are all bruised up. They're black and blue.
I knew you were watching me I did something
Doing like the whistle for him, like the hockey.
This is wrong.
Like the hockey coach.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
It was
something-
amazing.
I did something worse to him than not applauding. I did the no sound, like rolling my eyes applauding. That is worse than the no.
He can't hear. From his vantage
I mean,
point.
saw me roll my eyes.
No, he was doing the checklist.
I don't mean to do
Because he knew everyone else was going to go gung ho for the applause, but he was doing a checklist
You did
over
this.
a little bit, and he looked at you, and all he could see was from behind those hands was you were just clamping those things together.
not. And
It was raucous.
I will I will say this. I know I sound like Kirk Minahan here. Nice guy. Like I think he's genuinely a nice guy, but he represents everything I dislike about certain things. Some things I think he's actually a very nice guy.
Well, that's your old world too. That drove you into.
I dealt with people like that in TV, like at Comcast, like a Kevin Miller, nice guy. Do you know Kevin Dave or no?
That name rings a bell.
Really nice guy. But he's the same, like a lighter version. But Brandt's like a.
But most people in this business want a brand.
Yeah, because they're
to
stupid.
tell them. Correct.
They're stupid. Yeah, I mean, like Terry Gannon's probably stupid. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's a dummy. Like they tell him to do something. Jake Marsh, kind of a dummy. Like he's saying things in Jake's ear. This guy could be trying to cancel Jake, and Jake would just say it.
Yeah, Anchorman. Just say whatever comes on there.
Absolute. Like Dale Arnold, the old guy at EI, one of my enemies. He did a read one time for an ad, and he just kind of read it the whole time. And the last 3 words were, "Please say verbatim."
That's right.
Like, by the way, anybody could do. Like that's not even.
Oh no, you throw the old question mark up there. I'm Riggs Barstool.
That's a Getro man.
So
These
yeah,
things can happen. But
fine.
But Brandt very quickly, I think, was like during the broadcast, like Riggs, I can manipulate. The other guy, I'm not even going to try. So he was in your ear. He didn't say anything to me the whole time. Nothing. I got no guidance, which I appreciate. That's exactly what I want. So maybe he's being a good producer, saying this guy Kirk doesn't need to be handled. Riggs and Jake Marsh need to be handled.
He got me twice today. He got me with
He was bludgeoning you with these.
He got me with the KP Pricey, our guy.
Yeah, Pricey.
He's our kind of guy through and through. Love Pricey.
Standing in front of that children's center waiting for it to open tomorrow.
Okay, KP, what was that place called? Children's Playground or something?
Colin knew it right away. He's like, "Oh yeah, Children's World. Yeah, that's great."
Yeah, Children's World. That's what it was.
It's like, yeah, it opens at 7.
So we had KP on, who's like the Korn Ferry Tour savant.
You described him as like a Clemmer-esque, but he's more like.
He's a little Clemmer-like.
Yeah, he reminds me. He's like a little bit of This is for the old school Minifan listeners. He's got a little bit of William Benditson in him.
Ooh, yes, for sure.
It was the start of the show, like a Patriots sort of quasi beat writer. But this guy Price is a great guy, but he's like a legitimate Korn Ferry Tour, which we're here for, the AAA essentially.
You know, Clemmer's like an encyclopedia about certain stuff and sports stuff.
I guess. I mean, he hasn't won the trivia MVP 3 years in a row, but some would say I'm like that.
Yeah, that's why you like this guy. I told you you'd like this guy.
But he doesn't seem annoying. Like you guys are
No.
praising him. And then one of the guys on your team has known him for years through the PGA.
Alex Bush.
Right.
Alex Bush
You're
worked
making
with him
plans for
closely.
Sunday night.
Also, fun fact
What
about...
are you trying to? What are you defending him for? Nobody's criticized.
I'm just saying you're making him sound like he's the weirdest guy.
He is the
Keeps
weirdest.
yapping
He's
away, but
weird.
everybody seems to like him.
Weird is good.
Yeah.
You can like weird people.
Okay.
I'm a weird
I thought
person.
there was kind of a negative connotation.
We're all a little weird.
Dave, he's the greatest. He's actually the most normal person I've ever come across in my life. He's obsessed with the Korn Ferry Tour and wears a raincoat in 100-degree weather because he thinks it can prevent the rain from coming down. You are right. He is really, really, really normal.
He does have a "it will not rain today" coat that he wears all day.
It was 100.
It was
Well, Colin, Riggs and I had it easy, and Jake. We sat. We had the cover over us.
it's beautiful.
Little breeze. It was so you walked around with Francis,
Yes.
and it was brutal, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was awful out there.
Not Francis was good though.
Francis was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought a lot of those guys walking around had no idea what they were walking into. I don't think they got a lot of direction. I'm not
No,
blaming
he said he was
anybody.
nervous at first, and he was fine.
And I think he got paired with the right group. Like it was just Oppenheim was an absolute rock star.
Great guy.
The other two guys were fantastic. So
Yeah. But what was your interaction with Francis? Was there much, or were you just kind of?
we talked a good amount. I felt bad. I felt like if I'm out there, I should try to help him in ways.
Did you give him any production advice, or
In the beginning, I did. I don't know his first hit.
What was your key? Like, what was your key production?
He made
advice?
like a quick joke. It was very quick.
comedy time?
And then he went into kind of the play-by-play.
stand-up comedians.
comedy hour. Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Stand up if you're going to do this
Quick.
bit.
Either way, he was quick.
Let me hear what you said. I want to hear it.
I-
Where's France? Oh, he's not here. I think I went to dinner. I want to hear what he has to say.
Those guys loved him though. They were giving him tips. They were saying like, you should be the comedian for the PGA Tour. You should go around for different Pro-Am events and do a set.
Yeah, I'll give it some of its humor today. I think it's a little dangerous, but whatever. Look,
Yeah, well, it was a little dangerous,
I sent
which is nice. I didn't know how to handle that
I sent
one.
Brant a text about that. I was like, go find that.
Censor, recensor. So we have a censorship off. So at one point we had our guy KP on, and he was up for like 10 or 15 minutes. We're getting some nuggets information. It was nice, and then he just in my ear. BP kept hammering me that he goes, hey, Kev can play too. By the way, he won the member guest last week. He won the member at Sawgrass. So he says to me like two times, I'm like, I don't give a flying fuck about that.
I can hear this too, right? Because when you asked me that, I interrupted you. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Because most stuff you could all heat. Right. Yeah. So I'm thinking he's telling everybody this. I'm like, okay, we're just not going to do that. We're talking about Korn Ferry Tour. We're kind of riffing at this point. It's late in the broadcast. It's good. And then we talk for 2 or 3 minutes. And then as he's like, okay, we're going to close out. Riggs, make sure you hit him with that member. He won the member. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is what these old golf guys are like. They don't think the audience watching doesn't give one fuck about that. Now, some would say you have a talkback button. You could say that to him, but you decide not to.
Also, I'm not good enough with the talkback. I'm also in control of your talkback button.
Don't you think the audience kind of cares about their life at their home course a little bit? No. I'm convinced.
Nobody knows who he is.
And it just wasn't going that way. It's like he was doing a great job of delivering the stuff we needed for the Korn Ferry Tour guys. And then I'm out of nowhere going to be like, by the way, there's this guy that none of the bars people really know who it is. You won your member last week. Why don't you tell us about that?
Right.
And even as I tried to get into it, he's like, well, I'm like a 14. And BP in my ear had been like, he's quite the player. I was like, he's a 14. He's never broken 80.
Yeah, just be like, shut up. Again, I like Brant. I don't want us to get back to him that we're being negative. He's a nice guy, but
no. He's a very nice guy.
Well, I don't know that. He's a nice guy.
Did you meet any poor people out there? Like poor players?
What?
It's still like these
poor
guys are
people?
They're grinding, right?
Yeah, I met one guy. He had like I'm telling you, ask a question, give you an answer. I was going to the bathroom at one point, and one of the players, I think he shot 74 today, he had a sleeping bag out on the rough. He had a little hayseed in his.
Saw that guy.
He had like a straw in his teeth. He's like, I play down there, golf there, boy.
I saw that guy.
Yeah, he was from the South. He was a Southern guy. And I was like,
he was trying to get to Glenview Municipal. And he just
the next week's in Utah. He's like, any chance you can front me $50? I'm going to try to take the Greyhound there. And I said, sure. He's a good old boy from the South.
Poor people.
I thought that was the whole thing. These guys are trying to make it, right? They're driving their cars. I know this was a rich people event. Like these guys were all. It looked like.
How would I know if somebody's a poor person?
Well, I didn't see anybody like sleeping in their car. You didn't hear any of those stories. I thought that was like a thing.
What do you think this is?
Wasn't there just like a PGA headline news story of a guy who sleeps in his car?
PGA headline news?
Yeah, like somebody sleeps in his car or something, and he just wants
Scotty Scheffler,
life changing.
He's a big. What are you talking about?
I think Jason Day sleeps in his car. It's like a $2 million RV that he takes.
$40 million.
Aren't these guys battling to get by week to week? Aren't they? Isn't that the premise?
Dave, they're not like Happy Gilmore's caddy. Like they're not like home.
Because you only got one shoe on.
I don't understand. Did you guys see any poor people today?
You know what I meant.
No, I had no idea what you meant.
I just meant people who aren't doing that well, and they're really like.
I didn't ask each person.
They don't make the cut.
Each person their financial profile. I'll do that tomorrow.
We asked for their pay stubs.
Yeah.
You know who was we got a few shout outs today. It was Justin because that French guy was.
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah. Bourdon. What was his name? What's his name?
Wait, he was in the field?
Yeah, he's like. He was like second or third place.
Yeah, he was like 900 or something.
Barjan.
We should do a video.
Barjan, I think you're right.
Yeah, I gotta find him. Say something to Justin.
Yeah.
Where was he at?
Barjan. He is what a round.
Said the par 5 up. Was he 10? 9?
9 under.
9 under. 2 back. So yeah. So it was good. I thought it went pretty well. People will be critical, but that's fine. I don't worry about that. We had fun. 3 more days to go.
Yep. What do you think of this hotel?
3 more terrible dinners with Colony where he adds nothing to the conversation.
Well, you guys are like best buddies. You just got to stay out of the way.
Well, as I said, Riggs said yesterday we were close. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but
I could tell.
I think that's an accurate term. Close.
Yeah, we're good friends. Yeah, but Dave, you can you don't say anything at these dinners.
It was not my place to say anything. You guys were even going into like relationship statuses and shit like that. Like I'm staying out of the way.
That's what human beings talk about.
We're just talking about.
No, that was like
wine
that was good friend talk. That wasn't general. Like I would never ask you, are you dating anyone right now? That's not. I would never ask that.
That's a pretty standard question.
Single guy.
Right.
I think. I don't know.
I think it's a standard question if like we've hung out a million times. I don't think it's a standard question for me to throw that at you.
We were in the setting, we're at dinner for an hour and a half. It's only 3 of us. It wasn't like a big company dinner. I don't think that's encroaching. I was happy to answer it.
No, not with your relationship now.
It was a cheap dinner for 3 hamburgers. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. Just take us that. He's got that fucking Jack in the Box. For $18. Pay $200 for 3 hamburgers.
You guys do. You guys eat like fucking children.
Riggs and his stupid dip. He's
oh my God.
He's like, you guys want this? I'm like, just, you want it clearly. You've asked us 6 times. We both said no each time. You're like, oh, you guys are going to eat it. I'm like, I am not going to eat it. It's fine. Order it. I'm happy that you order it. But you kept saying it.
He's both just got burgers with no cheese and nothing and no sauce.
Right, where are we going?
Nothing.
Where are we going to go tomorrow night? Because I want you to be in charge of this. Because I don't want to. Like, he won't eat. Do you like Mexican food or no?
Yeah.
He won't eat Mexican food.
You guys go. I'm good.
All right, we'll go tomorrow.
Sure.
You literally said a hamburger. Did you take off your onions too? That's a plain meal.
When I got a cheeseburger, I had a little bit of hummus. Like I had a little bit of meal.
You're so
edgy
crazy.
bastard.
Not edgy, but you guys are.
Cheeseburger for dinner. I ate soup in that
yesterday
hamburger.
for lunch, you ate a hot dog and a slice of cheese, and the hot dog didn't have a bun.
Yeah, I didn't put the bun in my hamburger tonight either.
It's just, I'm just saying, you guys eat like
extra carb.
children.
Extra carby. I'm gonna have a few carbs. I'm gonna be extra carby to dinner like that.
Do you eat Italian? You ever eat like Italian?
I can do that. I'll do whatever you want.
Let's go Mexican.
We're in for Mexican tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I like a nice quesadilla.
That's why we're close.
Yeah, I like a nice quesadilla.
Where are you
quesadilla
gonna
or
sit in the
something.
car, Dave?
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
No, come back here. I'll find somewhere.
You can't get anything in a Mexican joint? Tacos or something?
No, I probably could, but you guys go. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm good.
Do you like this time away, Dave?
Do I?
Yeah.
He's stressed out. We've had this stressful.
We got this live show next week. So
Oh, yeah.
We had a great morning for that, though.
we did.
Great morning.
Yep. But we really just added to the stress. We just
Okay, Dave.
No, but it's the truth. What is it not?
No, actually, I found it less because it was good. But you're right. It's because we have more to do. I understand your point. The hotel, I will give a B.
Yeah.
Closer to a B plus than a B minus. No, a solid B.
I was wrong about the towels. All my towels stink.
Fucking dead wrong about
They suck.
I took a shower. I was very excited for the shower. I went to the bottom of. While I was. I will listen. I'm an adult man. I can admit this. I was defecating. I surfed the towel because it was right there, and each one was like more fucking sandpaper than the one before. You fucking. Did you hear him at dinner? He's like, yeah, the last towel was unbelievable.
I got to tell you, for whatever reason, I thought there was a stack of 3, I think.
Yes, correct.
And for whatever reason, I thought the first day, the first one on top was almost like the one that they give you that you're supposed to just put on the floor.
Yes, but they're all like.
And they're all like that.
Did you have that, Dave, or no?
I did, but I like it that way. I don't like soft towels.
Wait, to get beat up by your towels?
Yeah, I like
masochistic.
That's just the way I like them. I like these
You
towels.
wear like a chastity belt too?
I'm giving this place an A minus. Then that's part of the reason. Yeah.
An A minus.
Yeah, definitely. Big rooms. Rooms are monstrous.
Can I say the AC is not great?
I would disagree.
Where do you have the AC at in your room?
68.
Oh, you're fucking insane.
Yeah, mine's 67. It's fine. I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe yours just stinks.
Mine's 60.
What floor are you at?
I'm higher up.
Hot air rises. Might be an issue.
I think that's true. You might be right. It's fine. Like I didn't have. I just had the basic sheet on last night, and I was totally fucking like naked as the day I was born. So
You sleep like stomach, side, back?
hotel like that, a stomach, and I almost have like, because I'm still warm enough, I almost have one sheet. The sheet is essentially in the middle of my ass, like between my ass, in my asshole, basically. So I got up last night in the middle of the night, 11, 12, to go pee. I tore out of bed, and then.
Is there anything on your sheets from that?
No, I took a shower. It's not dug in there. I'm saying it's kind of like.
Okay.
It kind of fell in there while I was asleep.
Because they're white sheets. I'm saying it's risky.
My hour nap before.
Anything would show.
Very risky.
Anything would show.
I still don't understand what you're talking about. You put the sheet into your butt.
No, it kind of fell. No, not. But like it was just kind of
flossing your own.
I kind of have it like. I kind of have it over. I don't want to go. I mean, I've already been in weird bed situations today with barstool people, so I'm not gonna do that again. So, so I put the sheet and it just kind of like was here, but then it sort of like fell down there. Like it wasn't like dug in.
Okay.
So anyway, I got up in the middle when I woke up at 11 last night, and I was already warm. I was like, "This is fucking crazy." I considered sleeping out here because it's cooler in here.
Yeah, the AC hits here. Doesn't necessarily get through
on this couch.
No. I think the bed's good. I'm a stomach guy as well.
Bed's good. The bed's good.
Will you watch your show tonight out here or in the bedroom?
No, in the bed.
You wouldn't watch out here, would you?
That's just like, why is this here?
I think it's here. We talked about this today. I think it's here. So people, Is this going to be on YouTube as well? Yeah. It's not live on YouTube, is it? No. All right. So we have a main, like a bedroom, and then we have like a little, I don't know, whatever, suite, secondary thing.
Something like that, yeah.
I think if you're here for like 2 weeks and you're working business, you order some Italian takeout, your spaghetti meatballs. Maybe you want to watch the game here.
Yeah. Yeah, keep it out of
Yes, if you're eating.
Keep it out of
stuff on your bed.
Yeah.
I think that's the only case I can make for. Other than it's just good to have here just to put your shit, I guess.
As we
use this room at all, other than stuff like this.
Just got my luggage and shit in here, and I don't use it all. But as we established, I'm a single guy. But I would imagine if you were here with your spouse or something, maybe you get away from each other for a little bit. Maybe sit out here, watch the game while she's in there. The game,
someone's watching.
I don't know. Right. Maybe something like that.
We didn't fully establish if you're a single guy or not. Actually, we just know you're not married, but.
Single guy, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. It just seems like there's more.
Why do you think that's such like a personal thing? Like if I sat down and was like, "Oh, you married?" That wouldn't be crazy.
What's this? The second time I've seen you in person?
Yeah, but even if
keep
like,
track of that total or no? Talking in person. What are you asking him for?
Hold on, let me check my spreadsheet.
I've never. I don't think if I've seen someone twice, I wouldn't ask them. Like,
Let me check my spreadsheet.
Arizona. He came to the dozen trivia thing, which was a classy move by him. He didn't have to be there.
It was the mini golf too.
That's right, but he didn't have to come to the dozen.
No, I came to support.
Yeah,
well, I wasn't in it, but yeah, it's great.
That's right. You were hosting.
I didn't say I was supporting you. I just said I was supporting.
I understand.
In general.
Is there anything going on or no?
News-wise or anything like that? I didn't see anything going on today. I was going to ask you, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, the psychopath who wrote a 5 and really had a 7.
What's scorecards? Yeah, I haven't seen that guy, the Monday Q guy. I was bummed out about Sinead O'Connor.
Right.
And it is the famous KMS drinks. I got a million tweets about that because we talked about her, sang her song the other day, and then she died. So I do feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Great singer. Great singer. You know, it's had some great, not just Nothing Compares, she had some great songs. And went after the Catholic Church and was dumped all over on SNL, including Lauren Michaels, that pussy. Can I say that in this show or no?
You can say it here, yeah.
Okay. Jay Monahan's watching.
Frankie's nowhere to be seen. So you're
good.
good.
He's freaking listening in right now.
He ratted you out hard.
Oh, I didn't even tell the whole story, did I?
I don't think so.
Back to, more importantly, Sinead O'Connor's.
Now we get to go back into this meeting.
We're back in the meeting. And so like the guy, your boy, Brant's like, yeah, like just organically was like, hey, any issues with the foul language? Which obviously he was told to talk about. Mm-hmm. And a couple of the Barstool people, I don't know, Pete maybe and somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pete was
like, yeah, there's a couple of fucks and a pussy or whatever. And Frankie, I think, was very worked up because he said something about a hard fucking chip, which I thought was funny.
And he dropped it late, so it was very memorable.
Also not that big a deal.
Nope.
So, and then they go at him, and Frankie turns to me, points at me in front of him, and was like, oh yeah, he said pussy. Like a 4-year-old.
I think he actually waggled his finger at me.
He was like and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I thought we were in this together. What did I tell you tonight at dinner? 3 days after his wedding, I think I sent a congratulations text. I'm removing that text from history. I disavow that text now.
Did he respond back?
Yeah, that's gone too.
Nice.
Yeah, but I thought it was a nice,
Do you think he preferred that? That was an interesting strategy. I think that's a classy move by you to text 3 days later because he had enough shit going on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not really friends. We like each other. Like I don't really know him.
The guy sent a fucking text message. You sent a text message.
What do you mean?
It's like this awesome, classy move. He sent a text.
But like if he got it on his wedding day,
Jesus,
I get praised for things.
We said low bar earlier.
It's me.
3 days later, picks up his phone. Took him what? 3.5 seconds.
Well, it's not somebody I know very well. It's a nice thing to do.
All right.
Am I doing it so I can say I'm a nice guy?
Absolutely.
Not relevant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you showed up for a wedding for a coworker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I sent a couple texts. I sent a card, and I'm getting roasted for I didn't go. You send one text. Colonnades over here acting like you're fucking Santa Claus.
How much money did you give Frankie for the wedding?
How much money did I give Frankie?
Yeah.
I'll say this way. I gave him a little bit more than I'm going to give Dan.
Well, you've known him longer.
Yeah.
4 figures?
No.
Mid 3 figures?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
It is weird giving a contemporary,
That's the other thing is I thought actually it would almost be like on Michael Scott who brought like the iPod to the Secret Santa thing. If you're like,
but $400 or $500 is I'd take it.
Yeah, that's a weird move to give to I know you've known him longer, but why wouldn't you just keep it consistent across weddings?
I don't know.
I'm more about the age.
Plus he was there though, so like he had the food.
I was there.
Okay.
So that's another part of it.
Spent a shitload of money to get there too.
Yeah, but that's that was my decision.
Yeah,
that's my decision. But mid 3 figures. I think people can guess like really dead center 3 figures.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice jet. It's okay.
But I did cross my mind too that if I come in and give like a couple grand or something, that's weird. I thought that'd be like really
that's
weird.
like an asshole.
Yeah,
in a weird way.
That's like are you his boss? Or do you think you're his boss?
No, not really. Yeah. But I mean, I would say that I think everybody would agree there that if it came down to a big, tough decision that I make it, but not that I'm like anybody's boss.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about taking $50 off because of the way you sold me out today?
I might add another Class Zeros. That was beautiful. And I saw, and then the best part is that
Brand was so happy.
Our boy Brant goes, well, not to point any fingers here.
And I said he literally just pointed a finger at me. So did Frankie, by the way. But I just did that. And I love Frankie, but I'm like, geez, this is a sad moment.
Sold you right out.
So who's the biggest loser today?
A traditional broadcast, I would say.
That's fair. Okay.
Well, just in the sense not to be like we're the best, but I think it's very clear that you don't need some big time major winner or like the football. You guys talk about a lot on the show. You don't need somebody that won X amount of Super Bowls and they're instantly going to be an entertaining, incredible broadcaster.
Definitely not. But I will say this, like I enjoyed doing this today for that tournament. I think it's great. Would I, as a consumer of golf, want to watch that version while I'm watching like Sunday at the Masters? I would not.
Definitely not Sunday at the Masters.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like for like the 3M this week, if it's an alternate,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
and players, like I'd be fine with that.
Yep, and I think like clearly ours was imperfect. It was choppy, but I think if we clean that up and you made it a little bit more professional, I think you could get closer to towing that line.
Yeah. You could also do like an alternate broadcast type situation too.
That's what I'm saying. I think that could work.
You do CBS stays doing their TV thing, but you guys are out there following the players and have just as much access.
Yeah, and we nitpick on our show and when we tweet about golf or whatever, the broadcast a little bit, but for the most part, I like the golf broadcast.
British Open NBC was fucking pretty bad.
Some of them are worse than others, for sure. But in general, like CBS, I think actually does a pretty goddamn good golf broadcast when they close out events.
Yeah.
I like that it's got Nance, and if it's the Emmelman voice, that's like the serious, like that. It should feel pretty grandiose and serious because that's how it's finished.
I agree with that.
I don't mind it, but
Ballon got you. He meant by the biggest loser today. Obviously, you want a specific name.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
You feel like you're really down on Jake.
I don't like him.
Jake Marsh?
Yeah, I don't want him to be part of the broadcast anymore, but other than that, he's fine.
Yeah.
No, I like Jake. No, I like Jake.
I thought Jake Marsh was actually, he also has the worst job by far.
He's going to be like...
The shit that he had to deal with. Oh my God.
When I say there was no reason for us to be at the rehearsal, there was no reason for us.
We got there an hour and 20 minutes early, and they kicked us out of the trailer for an hour and 19 minutes.
Yeah, they were like, poor Jake had to do but that's a play-by-play guy's job.
Yeah, true.
Like when you have I don't mean like we're not particularly creative or that's not his job.
No, it's also he's good at what he does. He's
by the book. I thought he had a
great.
good day. I like Jake. Biggest loser out there today. I'll think of somebody, I'm sure. I thought everybody involved in the broadcast did well. Even Rappaport, I hate to say it, I thought he did pretty well. So
Rappaport worked well because the rest of us two are pretty
goofy and stupid.
Right.
And
wacky.
There's a good balance to that. Like in a weird way, I almost feel like you could have Jake in the booth directing traffic by himself and like you and I out there. With another group. Like it's sort of like you could do that. You could. I think it works well the way we're doing it. Like you go a whole bunch of different ways.
There's a weird dynamic to it that I never realized. Whereas clearly, if there's a walker on a hole, then you go to that person for all of the insight.
We had nothing right.
Whereas there's a few times where they'd be like, "Hey, this guy's on the tee on 17.
Kill some time.
I have no guys." They'd be like, "I don't have anybody on the grounds," and then we would call it from the booth,
right? Which
was a little different, and we get hit with that. Yeah, it's a little tricky when you're not down there.
And I think you're hyper focused at first, like we have to describe what's going on. It's like not really. All the time. Like there should be some place.
And we got hung up. Like if we were doing an interview with somebody and it was good, and then Brant would be in our ear, like, "Okay, we're cutting to so and so putting on 7." We felt like we had to stop that conversation when in reality, just show fucking whoever bumble fucking around on 7, and we can just keep talking. Right. Like who cares?
Yep.
So.
I thought an interesting Camilo Villegas note, which I don't think I've said yet, from each day, last 2 days. Yesterday, I saw him eating lunch, and today he was the only player in the field we didn't interview during the broadcast. I think we interviewed every other player in the field, and caddy, and Korn Ferry Tour employee.
Yeah,
because that's what we're here for.
We it was like at one point there was a line, like they were going to the bathroom.
No, I thought
there was a lineup of people getting interviewed.
It was like fat. I think who's the guy that Barstool sponsors? The kid?
Alistair.
Yeah, I think he had a fast pass though, so we got it before everybody else. Things are going well with him. I'm like, how you doing this year? He's like, yeah, I'm not having a great year. I'm like, oh well. Oh well.
By the fifth one, it was the same question to everybody.
What'd you hit to 11? Oh, 5 iron also? Okay, great.
Oh, cool, great.
What's it like? So, what's it like when 11 under is the lead?
Does that make it a little tricky? You not feel as good at 5 under?
But yeah, at one point we had, I think, like 4 guests in a row, like segments in a row.
Yeah.
4 different ones.
Really?
Yeah. And it was kind of like, and these guys, again, this is a brand who's a nice guy, but like, they think that we want that. And that's our fault in a way because like...
Yeah, we should communicate that.
And we did
Talk back button.
Riggs did after. And then
so he thinks
Riggs
he's doing you a
apologized to him
favor.
later for it. But yeah. What?
He thinks he's doing you a favor by doing that.
I think he just thinks it's the way it's done. Like, these guys... And I don't think he's like... Like, I think if you said to him, I think he's like got his own thoughts. But if you said to him, like, we just don't want... Like, you said that. But he's like 2 or 3. So I think he wants 3 guests. I'm like, even 3 play. I don't know if...
Yeah, I was like, we could do way less. We need like 1 or 2. And he's like, so like 2 or 3?
2 or 3 and pricey. Great. So we have 4 guests. Like we had 6 on today. Like, I don't know what. Like I think, but he's thinking like I actually find it to be an interesting study because he's thinking like what in his mind the golf fan wants to watch.
Right.
Which I don't even think is true anyway necessarily.
I don't think it is either.
But I get where he's coming from. Whereas we're like, no, we just want to fuck around and kind of talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And I think he's starting to learn, I feel like, that our secret sauce or what we're good at is just fucking around.
Right. And it's hard to do because you're kind of time consumed. Like you're sort of, we have like 20-second blocks. Whereas like today it was dumb, but there was like a turtle walking. It stopped play for a second.
Yep.
Like that's like to me funny. And I think Trent and Frankie should have like, Frankie's going to interview the turtle, but they told him not to do it.
Yeah, they told him too much turtle. Yeah. My mom texted me. The only thing she said, that turtle was hilarious. Great show.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Frank was going to call it.
So you're saying that the one programming decision that Brent had that could have made a difference in the broadcast, he chose the wrong play?
Well, I'm not even saying he did that. I don't even know. I'm just saying things like, or even like, I could tell a couple of times that we made a couple of jokes and he was like, well, all right, the Oklahoma golf coach, the Illinois golf coach is Mike Small. Like,
he kept hammering that, which he does put on the golf NCAAs every year, so he's deep into that. So that's why he was trying to plug it. But that is different. Like our audience doesn't give a flying fuck who this guy's college golf coach was 3 years ago.
But look, you tell it to Jake Marsh, he's going to say he's a robot.
I was a robot a couple times.
You can tell me Illinois golf coach is Adolf Hitler.
The other one we got into it was we've said on our show, this was a big debate at dinner.
We had
night.
this. Well, yeah, yes. This is the kind of so Colnane last night. We had dinner at the Yard House. So it was a production team dinner. Everyone was there.
Is there a Yard House in Mass?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, right?
Plenty of
over by Cambridge?
Yeah,
there's a
Assembly Row?
There's a good one in a good one.
Legacy Place.
Yeah.
A good one, yeah. Are they all very different?
Yeah.
There's this one.
I had a salad there.
Woo, you're gonna love this.
This is actually the top Yard House in the area. So the guy said
they got 511 beers instead of
the nachos are incredible. So Colnane blew off dinner last night. Good move, like because that was a tough scene. So these guys get into Riggs is meanwhile he and Brand are essentially. I think they went like dancing at one point. They had like a band. I think they danced.
At one point, Brand started to tell a Fred Couples story, and I thought it was going to be a really like Fred Couples is kind of an asshole type story. I had to actually took Kirk's knife and fork away from him.
When I tell you like. This Fred Couples story, like I would say, I'm trying to think of something that could possibly be longer than this Fred Couples story. I can't think of anything longer.
Like the Big Bang.
If you said to be crawl from this hotel room to the Watertown studio, I would get there quicker than it took Brand to tell the Fred Couples story, which just was one line over and over and was not particularly damning or particularly praiseworthy.
Nope.
It's like, oh.
It was a very neutral story.
Like this happened, you know. And
so Brant was on my right. Kirk was on my left. So I was in between this whole, I was sandwiched in between this
guy left,
happening. John Kelly.
He's a nice guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, he's a nice
guy.
guy.
He's like one of the camera guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dinner was, there was a point at the end of the dinner where we thought we were out. We thought we were in the clear. And then they passed around this fucking dessert iPad.
This is why I'm so down on fucking Frankie and that idiot Francis.
This fucking dessert iPad thing. And they went ham on the dessert iPad thing.
Desserts.
So now it took them another 15 minutes to bring the desserts out.
Everything's slow and you're like, this is now, like I could see, like out, like we're done. Like here's the check. Like you could see the finish line. Like I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be in. This pushes back everything to me being in my bed. Mm-hmm. Everything is pushed back. Once that dessert thing comes around, I did what I always do. I would rather sit in there.
At least it was early, right? You were probably still back here.
That was toast though. It was a long day. I was fucking done.
I was trying to get back to Mr. Adams. Trying to watch Mr. Adams.
Yeah, this idiot says to me, he's like, "Yeah, I'm watching this great documentary on John Adams." Like documentary media for HBO.
They're interviewing John Adams. I go, yeah, I think they're.
He's like, yeah, like Paul Giamatti's in it. Like, I don't know anybody. I'm like, do you think that's really John Adams? Like a 10-part HBO series that went back in time.
This is really good footage.
Wow, holy shit! Really gutsy filming.
It's like HD.
They gave them a tremendous amount of access.
There's Thomas Jefferson.
Wow, all these guys signed off on this. They really traveled fast back then.
Holy shit. Where are all the boom mics? I can't even see them.
So they're at dinner and they get into this stupid debate about what? So
the thing is, we talked about it on our show. They do it a lot where they did it with your boy Blocky when he got the ace at the PGA Championship.
Like, you're not, the dream continues.
They cut to him, right, and they're like, this was a moment ago. The dream continues while the ball's in the air when he got the ace.
They feel like they journalistically have to do that.
So that was what we were debating with him last night. We were like, as the viewer, just don't ever under any circumstances say a moment ago, because then you're ruining it. We know that, like, if you say a moment ago, the only reason you'd be showing it is this must be fucking amazing. It's like a 60-footer, it must go in.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're watching a tournament, right? And like the leaders are 17, 18 under. And all of a sudden the guy you haven't seen for 3 hours is 4 under and he has a 40-footer. Like,
it's going in. So they do that when they do a moment ago. And you're like, well, so we've said the show many times. Why the fuck do they say just show it like it's live? We don't care. We're the viewer. There's no integrity to this whole thing. Just show it.
And that has to be communicated to Nance. Like, you have to word it this way.
I'm actually on Brand's side on this one. But
so anyways, we were debating this at dinner last night.
Spirited debate. It was like that Adams Jefferson documentary.
The footage is incredible.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So we were basically making our point, and Brant continued to kind of defend his point. And he was getting into the weeds about, well, the order of things could work in a way where if a guy's hitting a second shot into a par 5, but the guy would be on the green finishing out, you have to say a moment ago, because then you're going to cut immediately to the guy hitting the shot into the par 5. And we're like, so who gives a fuck? Like the viewer, what, a bunch of rocket scientists viewing this thing that are holding the stopwatch? Who cares? And so anyway, so then that happened today on the par 5 18th, where he goes into my ear. He goes, all right, Riggs, you have to say a moment ago. And I was like, we talked about this, Brant. And he's like, you need to say it because of the next shot. And then so I said, you guys know we hate doing this, but I've been told I have to say this is a moment ago. And then Frankie and Trent were like, we're so disappointed that. And then Kirk called me a pussy.
So it's really your fault because you were being a pussy. You gave in. It's your fault I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had no choice.
I had no choice. Brant said you have to say it, so I said it.
So I did get
a moment ago, Riggs being a pussy. Yeah.
I did get dominated by Brant a couple times today.
We bodied you
twice.
So you just met Brant for the first time yesterday?
Yeah, but I've been on meetings, like these meetings that Kirk just opts out on and claims he had bad service for.
Pretended I had bad service.
So I met him on those meetings.
Confirm I had bad service.
Horrible service.
That was back from
It was bad.
Yeah.
By the way, I would
just as bad as Dave.
6-minute warning.
I would live
when Dave got that phone call from his dog when Tiger Woods was about to win the Masters. Just as real as that.
I would have lived in Madawaska. I might have to be part of that conference call. It's everybody like, how you doing? Like, shut up. Jeez. Nobody wants to be part of this.
So I've met Brant and been back and forth on emails with all that stuff.
Okay.
I like Brant.
No, I don't dislike Brant. I just, we just have we have a philosophical difference. That's all.
That's fine.
I think it makes for a spicy broadcast.
People have differences.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are asking on Twitter.
Hold on, Dave. But a lot of people, like even Brant, I think would agree that Milton's is the best place to get clothes on the planet Earth.
Of course.
When are we going to be there?
Tuesday after the show.
We have other things to do.
We do. That's the only time we could go. Okay. You definitely need to go.
I definitely need to go.
Probably should have been there by now.
What do you want? I'm kind of busy lately.
I hear you.
With filming in like 5 different states. Like
You're
Christopher Nolan.
You're right.
Do I understand they have Peter Millar at Milton's?
They do.
They do. Wow. They sure do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
yeah, they do. Yeah, they have Peter Millar.
Sure do.
You get your Peter Millar, which I was happily wearing today. Felt great. Go take a look at Milton's. Go to miltons.com. There are 3 fine locations. Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill. And, of course, their newest location at the Burlington Mall. Buy one, get one free suit event continues to roll on as we speak. Minute fans are going to be flocking to Massachusetts in the next couple of weeks. So swing by Milton's, support them. First of all, you help yourself, great clothes. You help out Milton's, great company. You help out KMS by doing that. So get moving right now, dummies. Go to Milton's, Miltons.com, in their 3 fine locations.
Live events, Lisa. People want updates.
Chilly, I would say.
Very.
But non-confrontational, I don't think.
Well, passive aggressive.
From who?
Not from me.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Do you, Dave?
I don't believe so. But I was emasculated by her today, so that was a rough look.
Would you give it to me?
When she gave me the hat.
Oh, and you're a fucking...
I needed it.
She gave it right off the top of her head, right?
Which kind of felt, I don't know, I feel like I one-upped her in that situation. Like she had to take it
You
off her
said
head.
you were emasculated 30
I know,
seconds.
I'm debating it now because I took her hat from her. I didn't really think
That
of
was
it like
amazing.
that. I didn't think of it
That
like
was
that.
amazing.
And I didn't think it like that.
Calling it 101.
Like she needed the hat too, but I was like, no.
So she, made it clear, like, don't talk to Dave about stuff unless you speak to me first. Fine. She came up to me today. She's like, it's okay if Dave, but she was doing it in a way that's like, I am playing. And I'm just like, whatever.
I kind of respect that. I kind of like that.
Yeah, on the air, you respect that. And then
like
Red
that.
Light Riggs flying away. Is the kind of guy, if you say a moment ago, he'll freaking dance for you.
I did dance.
Brad, that was awesome. Thanks for that. But so she said, because like originally I was going to do what Francis was doing and Francis was going to do what I was doing today. And we said, you guys said, it makes more sense. Flip us around. Totally fine, of course. And then, so Colin had nothing to do with us there today. So
No.
it made sense he went with Francis. And she says, okay. I said, great, no problem. But she hates me. Capital H, hates me.
I think it's all of us, yeah.
Huh?
She likes him, but she doesn't like
she's not
me.
yet.
She doesn't like the fans of your
But she doesn't
show.
like you because of me. Like, she hates me. Like, if you were just a guy, if you worked for a foreplay, she wouldn't hate you.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's what I'm saying. She hates you because of me.
You're hated by association of Kirk Minahan.
No, but I mean, I'm the one dealing with her or her team.
I know, but I can't imagine you're being combative about this stuff.
No, she called me a liar. I keep saying this. She called me a liar, and I don't know why, but whatever.
Right.
Did you ever get to the bottom of that?
No.
What happened again the other day? She yelled at you in New York. So I'm
I mean-
like, this is not, like I said, even one time, like if I went after, yelled at somebody who worked for live events, Lisa, one time, I think that'd be a dick move. But if she said to me, hey, like deal with me, then that's exactly how I would do it going forward. Yeah. Meanwhile, Sinead O'Connor's still dead. I think.
Who's dead?
Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that is?
No.
You really don't?
No.
Nothing compares to you. You know that song?
You would know it if you heard it.
It's amazing.
know it,
Well, this idiot before the thing today, this classic rock playing, he knew nothing.
I know nothing.
About music in general?
No bands, nothing. Melon
Do you only listen to like talk radio or sports?
No, I actually know all the songs. I just couldn't tell you who's.
He was singing along. And
Yeah.
He was jiving, and I'm like,
Yep.
who sings this? No.
I also can't, whenever you go into your show about like movies and actors and actresses, I know nobody.
Yeah, she made that. Yeah, you made that
I don't
clear to
know.
John.
Well, who's
Anyone.
the new guy at Barstool? He didn't know who Drew Barrymore was. Did you see that clip going around yesterday?
I know who Drew Barrymore is. I got that one.
Smokes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't know.
Is that the one that won the contest, or so Dave gave the
Yes.
money to? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like Drew Barrymore is generational. Like
Right.
everybody should know who she is.
I know Drew. That's one I know, but that's rare. I don't know any of these fucking people.
Did you know Cillian Murphy? You know who Cillian Murphy is?
From Oppenheimer.
You know who he played?
Yeah, the Peaky Blinders guy.
No, who did he play in the film? I'm saying.
Fucking Oppenheimer.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure. Do you know who? How many actors do you know from that movie? You know Matt Damon.
I know Matt Damon.
Okay, I know.
All right. Yeah, no, I know Matt
You don't know one of the female leads?
You know Emily Blunt.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty good.
You know. I mean, you're just basically saying you don't know any of the new people.
Do you know Matthew Modine?
No.
Okay.
I love.
Paul Reiser. Do you know Josh Hartnett?
Is he Pearl Harbor?
Yes. He was
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
He was in.
Those are big names, though. I'm saying once you get a little bit below that, I don't know any.
Emily Blunt's a
But
bigger.
would you have known, what's his name? Killian something?
Murphy.
Killian Murphy? Would you have known him if you didn't see his name on the
You watch Peaky
screen?
No.
Blinders? Oh, you watch Peaky Blinders.
I would have never known. I didn't watch Peaky Blinders. I wouldn't even have known that it was the same guy for Peaky Blinders.
Oh, okay.
Whitney is texting me. Whitney's been is a changed man because of Oppenheimer. He's moved by this film. I'm telling you. He's like, I'm serious. He's like, this movie's incredible. I'm like, you're fucking right. It's incredible.
What did he call it? Thought provoking?
Thought provoking. Whitney has a thought in his head. That's unbelievable.
That's like Christopher Nolan's greatest
I
accomplishment.
would agree with that.
He
They give
provoked
him
a
fucking
thought.
5 Oscars for that.
Would Whitney have been here if this were 5 years ago? he been here?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think he's like more just only focused on chiclets as opposed to
Whitney's credit? He texted me about a week ago or so. He followed back up and was like, "What are the exact times about that? I'd really like to be involved."
That's a great move when you know you're not going.
smart?
I never thought of that.
Oh, please. Are you crazy? I think I told him to send it.
He wouldn't do that.
Well,
You know,
if he has somebody out,
come on.
somebody pulling the strings, maybe.
He's not here. I'll say that. That's true.
Oh, yeah, I can't do it. What days the golf tournament is? You think he doesn't know that loves golf?
What days are the golf? This guy's the biggest golf guy in the
Tuesday morning?
world.
Like, when are the-
Yeah, right. When's his professional golf tournament? Monday?
He's like, wow, he's a nice guy.
Is this a Monday scramble? What is this?
The 9 holes are 18.
And Whitney, though, if I were Whitney, I'd do the same thing he does. He made $30 million in NHL, talks about hockey when he does his, and plays golf all the time.
All the time. More than anybody. More than you, I think.
Has to.
He plays every day.
He feels like he's more active.
He said the other day, he's like, I retired playing golf for 10 days. That was his retirement. More active what?
I don't know. I feel like he does more chiclet stuff now, but less barstool stuff.
I don't know.
Not that I know how
I
much.
really thought about it, but yeah, maybe. I don't know. We had him in them. You could have asked him a week ago, and he's in the fucking.
I know you do a lot of stuff with Whitney. Have you ever done anything with Biz?
No, he didn't like me.
Really?
He had a phone call with Biz once. That was interesting.
That's true. No, I like Biz is a huge fan of mine.
That's
We
interesting.
don't dislike each other. I like him.
Well, you did the mini golf.
Do the mini golf. Yeah, I don't think he quite gets the Kirk Minahan.
I find him to be a super nice guy.
Oh, no, I think he's a very nice guy. I'm saying he doesn't like me. I like him.
Interesting. I wonder why he doesn't like you.
Who the hell knows? I don't know. Maybe he does. It's not an issue for me.
I think he does like you. He filmed something for the Portland show.
Oh, that's true. He did. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I bet he likes you. Come on, buddy.
true.
Pal.
It's okay either way. It doesn't bother me. I like Biz. What else going on?
Not a lot of news that I've seen, at least. I thought that was that yesterday where that crane fell down in New York. Was that?
I was like,
What a place
was
that
the
is.
other day?
Jesus.
yesterday,
fucking
2 days ago?
Christ.
I never
Holy
figured out these.
shit!
Might have been yesterday
And
morning.
only
Today, Thursday? I don't think it
nobody
was.
seriously injured. Just like 6 people taken to the hospital.
Yeah,
and
it's
nothing crazy.
That thing came down hot.
That's a miracle. Fucking miracle. Jeez. That's your extended news from the last 3 days?
That's the only thing I've probably seen in the last 3 days.
What about the
Everything's
there
been
was-
like stupid.
There was some alien stuff, wasn't there? Something
I
about
don't care. I hate
Oh, who's the dude who was falling asleep? Who was kind of pulling a Biden?
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
that was bad.
Not good.
Everybody's freaking
Got
out.
everybody talking.
He's like, how old is he? Like 85.
Age limits they're freaking out about.
Yep.
I'm kind of, as a libertarian, I'm kind of anti-age limits. Like, I don't.
Wasn't it just if we just don't vote them in?
Yeah, I don't like
Right.
telling people they can't vote for someone.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I just don't like that.
Yeah, but people are stupid to allow an 85.
Correct. That's like
They live in Kentucky and they vote for him.
Yeah.
Like, that guy, if he ran tomorrow, would win in Kentucky.
Crazy.
2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like that city councilor in Boston is probably going to win.
course.
Election. Yeah.
A woman died in his car.
Right.
You're going to drown. Like that.
Chappaquiddick. That's one of the craziest things ever that he went on to have. I mean, in Obama's thing, he was like the keynote speaker at Obama's.
Yeah.
Is that
He's
his
in Boston.
JFK's next movie for that dude?
What's that?
For the Oppenheim director there?
Yep.
Did I read that?
He definitely fell for that lights, camera, barstool tweet.
Is that a fake one?
It's an Oppenheimer joke.
Did you get duped?
You gotta watch the movie.
Yes, so I don't know. I just
You
saw
got
the tweet.
duped.
Yeah, you got duped.
I think there's like a weird actor attached to it.
Yeah, no, it's a
didn't
joke
really
because
look
the
like
end of
him?
Oppenheimer is a JFK line that everyone thinks is stupid. Yeah, which was stupid.
Yeah.
I liked it.
For somebody like you, it makes sense.
Yeah, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh, I was holding.
Some documentary.
I held this girl's hand. I was like, JFK. Oh, it's all coming together.
So you went chicken tenders and popcorn at the movies?
Yeah,
That's bold.
yeah. I made us get a small popcorn.
I think a pretty big popcorn in that picture, no?
Yeah, and that was the small. That's why I said that, because the big one. The problem is popcorn. And you're never gonna not eat it all.
Oh, of course.
So
Could
it's
be
like-
the size of this. Yeah.
They're fucking huge.
Do you get real food at movie theaters?
I am.
I'm not a big
very
fan of that.
rarely got because I just think it smells. And I like to watch. This guy is like obsessed. He's trying to create the bomb. He's battling his demons. He's battling his people. And you get guys like him stuffing
eating
chicken tenders.
I was like trying to get a fry and a chicken tender in the same bite with some ketchup on.
You're so excited.
Like,
That's thought provoking.
what are they going with? The H bomb now?
Jeez, this guy's really got some issues. Wow. Oh, geez. Florence Pugh. That's too bad. Jeez.
I'm provoking so much thought here.
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to balance my popcorn and my chicken fingers.
Jesus.
Excellent movie, film.
Tremendous. One of the best in the last, third best of the century. One of the best of all time. Jeff Lowe gave it a perfect score.
He did.
He gave it a perfect score.
I was amazed he's given 13 perfect scores. That kind of hurts it a little
Some
bit.
of those movies he gave perfect scores to. I don't like, but that's okay.
Toy Story?
Yeah, I mean that feels.
I love Toy Story, but I mean,
that feels like Jeff should be doing the 2 to 7 shift at the Children's Palace across the street. Where the hell that place is? Showing Toy Story up to these kids. I don't know.
Childland, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so. Even like I am not a fan, and I think it's just I was weirded out by it as a kid. He gave a perfect score to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It just freaks me out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
As a kid, the Oompa Loompa, it freaked me out. I'm sure it's a good movie. I just never liked it.
No, that's weird.
not as weird as the like remake that came out 5 years ago or however.
Johnny Depp longer than that.
that was
And there's another one coming out with Timothy Chalamet. There's you know who Timothy Chalamet is?
No.
Yeah, a prequel with Timothy. He's like the kind of the it guy for like kids now.
See, I feel like a lot of these people, if you showed me a picture, I would know who they are, you know, but I couldn't name
You'd
them.
recognize him.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck. I don't
You're
know.
more like a 1770s guy, like Adams, Franklin, Jefferson. Those are your guys.
I love history.
Those are your guys.
I'm a history guy.
You're history.
I like those. Yeah, I like the reality shows. Like John.
Yeah, those guys should have been on like Survivor. They should have like The Amazing Race.
I like
horses.
They do Continental Survivor. That's what this show is.
That would
It's
be a
great.
great show. Or like what's it, Temptation Island or something? Or
Yeah.
like Abigail Adams. I'd watch that.
I'm a sucker for those.
Any Minifan?
Kelly Keys got back to you, right? She got back to me that day as well.
Yeah, too late.
Okay. Yeah.
No, to her credit, she did. And she was like, "Oh, I didn't see this." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right." But now, like the ship has sailed. Like they've all been on 90 shows.
I feel like it was 2 weeks ago when that girl Caroline cried about Barbie to KFC.
Yeah, that's troubling.
Yeah.
Barbie is like a lot of these a lot of these privileged girls are acting like it's their salvation or something.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't like. My thing with Kelly Keys, like we talked on the show, it wasn't. I think she misinterpreted it. Like she was like, men can't talk about this. So I was like, well, then you can't fucking talk about a movie with a guy in it. Like, are these the rules? Fine. It wasn't anti-Barbie, although I'm sure I would hate Barbie, but I'm supposed to hate Barbie.
Yeah,
Like
right.
an old guy. What am I supposed to?
I don't
like
think
Barbie.
Do you think the majority of women are walking out of Barbie being like, I feel empowered right now?
No, I think that's like a Twitter thing. But I will say this, like people are fucking flocking to this movie.
Yeah.
It's making 25 million a day during the week.
Yeah.
It's really, I think it's like genius modern day marketing
Crazy.
that you don't see. You see it get fucked up more often than you see it effective. They nailed it.
Yeah.
I think the Barbenheimer combination is like even Oppenheimer, like I loved it. It's a great movie. It's crazy. It's making this kind of money. It's about a bunch of guys in rooms talking in black and white for 3 hours.
Yeah. Does it make as much money if Barbie's not out at the same time?
I think they
'Cause
both.
of that
I think they
Barbie
both had
thing?
that like
Yeah.
sort of like Barbie always made more, but like even I think I was saying this to you the other night, like the IMAX of Oppenheimer, like the payoff scene is fine. It's not like it didn't blow me like it didn't whatever you know it wasn't.
You were gonna do it.
I didn't do it though.
I'm glad you
So
stopped.
Bray was
yourself.
saying my ear.
Yeah.
Say it blew you away. Say it blew you away.
Come on, get there. You're close, Kirk.
Cillian Murphy's dad's a huge soccer fan. He's a big fan of Arsenal.
His coach, Mike Small, that he played for.
Christopher Nolan's a brother. A lot of fucking twin brother talk today. I'm like, leave me alone.
Yeah, a lot of brother stuff. I'm all set with the brother stuff.
What's going on in the Minifan world, man?
I don't think so. Your friend Menners is doubling down. He still wants people to do those recap shows.
I heard a little bit of that.
Yep.
And they're doing that is wild. I know they said in the show. So we had these two guys in the other day, Danny and Bill Ricca, and Daver, and they do basically a show where they go back and listen to old episodes in the show's history and talk about it. It's not bad.
I like that.
It's not bad.
That's a good idea.
And they do it, and we brought them on the show to promote this. And they were like, "Yeah, we're not doing the show this week."
They had shit to do.
Huh?
They had shit to
They're
do.
just busy.
Yeah.
They're doing it now, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy just had a kid, and I'm like, everyone's had a kid. Like it's an hour on YouTube. Like I don't get that.
Yeah.
You know this now. I was saying one of my buddies has paternity leave for like 4 months.
It's crazy. I mean, good for him.
4 months, I think it is.
I wouldn't want that.
Don't go Felger on us right now.
Oh no, who me?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying they should have it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
would you want to be for 4 months? Like sometimes it's nice to go, even if you go to work for like 3 hours,
Yeah.
just to get out for everyone's sake.
I just think
Take the kid with you.
The world is totally different now. Like the wife expects the husband to stay with the kid and do as much as she's doing.
I did. I mean, I'm not as much, but I'm saying I did, plenty. But, like, I also think it's like you could just even take the kid with you to go work for a couple of hours, like a baby. So when the kid's like 2 months old, they don't do anything.
You fucking nuts. If I walked into the studio with a 2-month-old baby.
That's not a real job. That's like not that. I'm saying like if you want, even if you like, you're like, I'm gonna go in my office for 2 hours and keep the kid in there. The kid takes a nap. You just do some work on your computer.
That is,
Of course.
like, that sounds logical, but it has never happened before.
I know, but I'm
Never.
saying it's better for everybody. You get away, your wife gets a break. It's good for everyone.
Yeah.
When the kids are little, they're newborn.
They don't shut the fuck up. If they're crying, they don't stop.
So what? You feed them and then they go to sleep. Then you clean their shit. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with other than the night is a nightmare every single night.
Yeah.
So what you do is you swap. Like, okay, you get up at 12, I get up at 3, you get up at 6. Next night, it's not that difficult.
Yeah. Yep.
But like, yeah, you're right. Would Peter Minahan have been getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and changing? No, fuck it. I don't think you ever change a diaper ever.
Nope. I don't have any kids, so I don't know.
But I'm saying your dad, I'm sure didn't.
I doubt it.
You know, he looks like, who's he look like?
Mark Messier.
Looks like Mark Messier.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good looking guy.
He gets when I was playing hockey, we'd go through and I'd have the hockey bag through the airports. He would get stopped to take pictures with people and stuff.
Nobody believes that.
He looked that much like I
You
swear to
believe that
God.
or no?
It's an interesting story to tell.
He looks that much
Messier
like
is a pretty unique looking character.
Still? Let me see.
Let me pull this picture up.
She's going to show me a picture of Messier.
That would be a great move. I don't know how long it's going to take me to pull it up, but I will.
How often do you talk to your dad?
I talk to my dad at least every week, I would say.
That's good.
Yeah. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
How's Big Jack doing?
Fantastic.
Nothing new?
Nothing new.
It would be a good recent picture of my father.
He should probably get recognized even more now because he's on ESPN broadcasts.
I don't know. Messier was big in the
was-
day.
Super famous. And in New York, it's
When he
Yeah.
won the cup.
Yep. Find this picture. Of my
pictures of your dad?
I do, but I have so many pictures of everything. At golf courses, it takes me forever.
Are you looking on? Are
Fucking
you looking in
scroll.
your pictures? Or are you looking on like social media?
He doesn't have any social media.
Good for him.
I would never have a picture of my dad.
That's what I'm saying. It's
You know,
tough.
it's like we wouldn't
way
get kids
harder
for
than I thought.
Oh,
Fucking any pictures takes me a while.
I do, I think.
I'll pull it up eventually. You do?
Well, yeah, not your dad. I'd like to.
You thought you saw Mark Messier? You took a picture?
Yeah, I was
of him?
excited. I took a picture with him.
I was just fucking showing somebody the other day, and they gave me
This
this
story is not working. It's
stamp
not
of
holding up.
approval. I'll pull it up. There's my nephew.
Yeah, nice kid.
Yeah, really nice kid. He's 6.
That's good age.
Colin, how old are your kids?
6 and soon to be 4.
Wow.
He hates his kids.
I love my kids.
Yeah, I heard that. He doesn't want him to do gymnastics.
He still do gymnastics or no?
No, he never did gymnastics.
What was
I was just trying to find an activity for him. That signed him up for learn to skate though. So I might
learn to skate?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
it's like 25 minutes. So that's nice.
Life of concussions. It's fantastic.
My wife says he can't play at the moment. So
I'm with her on that.
yeah, really hockey?
It's a concussion.
It's not. It's not to the level of football.
It's pretty close. So soccer, by the way.
Soccer's bad, right? With the headers and shit.
What was a Jerry thing speaking of that the other day? What the hell was it? Oh, Jerry was, as people were tweeting, Jerry was all in on this Obama, like killed this,
Right. Yep.
the guy.
The chef.
At the lake.
Yeah. Because
Is Jerry in on the Bronny James heart attack COVID
I'm sure.
thing? Yeah.
I'm sure.
We don't need the picture of your dad.
No, I want to see that.
I know. I just want to find it at this point.
A wedding or
Fuck.
something.
I know. I was thinking that too, but it's like, what do I type in? Wedding? It's like, I don't fucking know.
How do I know? I don't know.
I'm struggling.
You taught me how to text back thumbs up today. Whatever it was.
You comfortable with it now?
No.
Oh,
no,
the double click?
didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Or is it hold it down?
It's a whole.
Because Lisa sent a text to everyone like, if everyone, we can take a group picture in front of the thing at 1 o'clock today. Can everybody like this back? And then there was one like, and I think I was like, sounds good. Which is fine, right?
No, it's fine.
No, but you were like, that's not a like. So
Well, you didn't do what she asked you to do. I'm trying to get you out of the doghouse.
I don't want to be on it. I want to live in the doghouse. I'm all set. I'm good. Yeah, I don't mind it. I just feel bad for Dave because I think he's getting some of the shrapnel, but that's all right.
I don't think. I just think that's the way she communicates for some reason.
That's not a
Kinda
great way.
talking down
for
at
her
people?
position, I think it's a great way to communicate. I think she's alienated a significant amount of people. I'm just not afraid to say it.
Yeah. I'll just say this. I know she has some great people on her team that have really helped.
Yeah, I'm
key
very
spots,
grateful.
so-
I'm very grateful. And I'm sure she's good at her job. I'm just saying, you know.
Very good at her job. Instrumental in the Barstool Classic.
What are you doing? Where's your fucking picture of your dad? Just text your mom and be like, "Do you have a picture of Dad?"
I'm struggling. Okay, I could do that.
Jesus Christ.
It's a good idea, actually. My mom, what if she's just sitting around? She'll love that.
What's mom doing? Retired?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd she do?
She was a stay-at-home mom pretty much the whole time. And then she actually took over like our, portfolio for the market probably 15 years ago when you could do it online for the first time and just day trades all day for like my family.
Really?
Yeah.
Funny.
Because my dad had like a couple shit years where he was like, I'm paying these fucking losers and we're like losing money. Do you want to do it? My mom was like, yep. So my mom just cranks Salem Lights, drinks Pepsi.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And just trades on the market all day.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always worried my financial guy is going to turn out to be like Bernie Madoff. He's like the nicest guy. Just you literally never really know.
No, you don't. I mean, right.
You cry and, but like,
Well, he could fall in hard times somehow, and then.
That's what I would say, but I feel very bad for the Madoff victims. I will preface it by saying that. But if my guy was giving me a return every year of like 12 or 14% every single year, I'd like to think, maybe I wouldn't. I would like to think at some point I'd be like, this is weird. Like, this is.
But I think
I'd want to mix in like a shitty year.
But then the fucking feds did that and investigated him and he got through.
That was the chairman of NASDAQ. It's like, I've said this a million times. I actually think it's like an underreported story.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. He was like the most respected guy and everything was cooked.
Yep.
And then one day he was like, yeah, we're out of money. I did it. Like the Fed showed up. He's like, yep, I did it.
It's like, I would have gotten duped by that 1,000%.
I see. That's the thing.
How deep are you vetting people?
If you were like one of his clients, you mean?
Yeah.
Like you would never say, I'm not saying I wouldn't either. I'm just saying you would never say, geez, Bernie, every year for the last 30 years, we've made 12%, 14. We've never had a year like even like in the down economy shit years, which is what got him, by the way. The really like 09, that whole thing. Yeah. That's what killed him. Was the mortgage, all that
Otherwise,
stuff.
it would just still be going. People would still be making a bunch of money.
Well, he's dead, but yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe it would be dead, maybe because he was in prison. I don't know.
Did somebody committed suicide?
His son, right? The other one died of cancer. But like, yeah, I think like a bunch of celebrities. Kevin Bacon lost a lot. You know that?
That's right.
I do.
Well, I don't know, lost a lot of money. I think like the Wilbons, Sandy Koufax, like a shitload.
Speaking of Kevin Bacon, I saw Kevin Spacey got cleared of sexual assault charges.
Are you suggesting that Kevin Bacon? I don't understand because they're both actors named Kevin. Okay, I didn't know if there's something I didn't know about Kevin Bacon. I like. I've tried to get on the show.
You saw the connection.
I did. I saw where you're going with that. Can you connect Kevin Spacey to Kevin Bacon? And then you know the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon game?
I know the game because you guys play it here, but I couldn't
do it.
No.
No chance.
Zero.
Can you think of a movie Kevin Spacey's been in?
21.
Oh, the gambling movie.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, where he's the teacher?
No 7, no Usual Suspects. No, you're going 21. I don't know who else is in that.
Who's the kid that's in that? Is that the...
Is Kate Bosworth in that movie?
21. I can't remember it.
Well, if look up and see if Kate Bosworth was in that movie. Because if she was in Still Alice with Julianne Moore, who was in that movie with Kevin Bacon. What's the one with Julianne Moore, Steve Carell, Emma Stone?
Oh, Crazy Stupid Love?
Kevin Bacon's in that movie.
There you go.
We'll see.
Is Crazy Stupid Love the one with...
Kate Bosworth is in 21.
Steve Carell, right?
Yep.
I got it.
Steve Carell?
I just fucking said that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm slow with the actors. I have to really think
You
about
know
it.
who Steve Carell is?
Yeah.
Marissa Tomei?
That's a big name.
My Cousin Vinny? You see My Cousin Vinny?
No.
Okay.
That's a big name.
Big
Marissa Tomei.
Big name.
I
You know
gotta-
the name.
I got to know that one.
You know the name. Did you see new Spider-Mans or no?
Not really, no.
Okay. What do you mean not really? Would you like watch half of it and leave in the theater?
Thing is, I just...
Not really.
I just didn't quite make it to the end. No, the thing is, I just don't know how many of them there are. So I don't know if I've
once it came out,
seen...
like
No,
huge,
I didn't see that one. I think the last one I saw was the Upside Down Kiss with What's-Her-Face.
Oh, that's the first one.
Emma Stone?
There's how many more have there been?
That's not the first. Oh, that is. That's
Yeah,
Kristen
Tobey
Dunst, right?
Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was in the last one, Tobey Maguire.
They all are.
Which was
right?
good. That was
Yeah,
a good movie. Yeah. So Marissa Tomei, you know, but you don't know. Like,
big name. I'm sure if I saw her, but I can't think of like a role.
I'm very
I'll get her
sexually
picture a lot
attracted
quicker
to
than you got
Marissa
your
Tomei.
dad's picture, which
I'm sure you
we're
will.
never going to get.
Also, that's like my dad. If he knew how hard it was for me to get a picture of him, he'd be very proud of himself.
Yeah, that's a good job.
Yeah, he's like trying to stay off everything.
See a good Marissa Tomei picture. You would know her. You're a Marissa Tomei fan?
Yeah, very
everybody
much
likes
so.
her.
Yeah. Everybody, I don't know. I think she's like an
No?
I don't even really know who that is. No.
Like Vinny? No? Okay.
That's Marissa Tomei. You're showing them old ones?
No, like recent. Like all of them, like new and old. And,
No, I don't really know who that is, to be honest with you.
okay. She was on Seinfeld once? No, nothing.
What?
She was. She was on Seinfeld once.
I didn't know that.
Which episode?
Like George had a crush on her.
You brought up Crazy Stupid Love with her. Didn't you bring up her?
She's like the girl who he fools around with kind of in Crazy
after he
Stupid
gets
Love.
divorced.
You would know if you saw it. Yeah. Okay.
Steve Carell made fun of me in public 10 years ago yesterday. I'll never forget it.
Yesterday, 10 years
It's like the only thing I remember.
You just had your anniversary? A decade.
What happened?
No, I went and met him because I was a big Office fan.
I think didn't you propose? Is it?
I did like an Office
Did
proposal.
you propose to your
Wife as an Office.
What's the story? Listen to this.
Well, no, I'm just saying
No, hold on. We'll get to the Carell thing in a second. So you proposed to your. What happened? I remember this. You told the story before.
we flew to California.
But she didn't know this, obviously.
Right.
She didn't know she was flying to California?
Oh, I told her she was coming.
Damn.
I told her she was coming on like a. I forget. I forget what they.
She's like, whoa, we're going really fast.
Wow, there's we're in the
shit.
air. So you went to California.
We went to like sightsee all the different sites of The Office, and I proposed to her where Jim and Pam
Proposed.
filmed their proposal.
At the gas station.
Yes, which was in behind a Best Buy.
Nice, right?
That's nice.
So it's behind a Best
Did you guys ever go to Scranton?
to the.
Like do a Scranton tour, Pennsylvania.
No, never did that. But we went to the actual office.
Yeah.
I would assume you guys' relationship was kind of built on like binge watching The Office when you go to bed and stuff.
It was always just on.
Yeah.
She was.
That's nice.
Yeah, she was big time.
A shallow sitcom couple. I could see that. What? So what happened with Steve Carell?
So then I met Steve Carell. I started talking about The Office with him and how I proposed to her when I met him.
Yeah.
I walked away. He started making fun of me to a group of 12 people about like something about how pathetic it was.
But like in a nice way, because he's like a
It
famously
did not.
nice.
It did. The person I was with did not think that was.
He's like a
Oh,
famous,
he was like,
But we might have just read it wrong.
he's like
But
a famously nice guy.
yeah,
Supposedly.
I've never heard that was just a weird thing. I was like, yeah,
he was like maliciously roasting you.
like he was just like it probably was like just shaming me in a funny way, but it didn't come out.
It hurt.
Yeah, it hurt me.
Really? Who are you
I
with?
like him. My wife was there, but she wasn't there for that portion.
Well, that's good. You'd have to hear that. Yeah,
I
that's
knew
terrible.
one of my buddies was there, and he saw.
He thought it was not. He thought it was slanderous.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Still hurts?
I just think about it a lot.
That sucks.
We should get him on. I would think. I know John Krasinski.
Okay.
I could set it up.
Yeah.
Book it.
He's a nice guy.
Lock it up.
He's a lock, Steve Carell.
Yeah,
He's
look it
going something, right?
I feel like I just read something about Steve Carell that wasn't exactly flattering.
What are you talking about?
Is he promoting some?
Might be thinking of your own
movie that
story you
sucks?
just told.
No, I thought I read some headline with him recently that.
I don't know. We got in trouble?
No, just like that. Either a new movie he has coming out sucks or something. But he also
Oh, really?
did that space movie, that their space TV show on Apple Plus.
They brought that back too.
Yeah,
I didn't watch this. Did you watch it?
I just watched a couple episodes. It was so awful. Yeah.
On my Netflix life, I do this at the hotel here. Like it's just. And by the way, every hotel, like these, should just have Netflix. You shouldn't have to sign in.
Sign-in's a
Should be
zero.
Universal Netflix at hotels. Like, why?
zero.
What is the negative of that?
The only thing that's acceptable now is a lot of the TVs have figured out where you can just pull it up on your phone, type in a link, and you're in.
I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you're fucked on that.
I can't
Then
do
you got to
that.
find your glasses.
No, I literally
Yeah, but
can't
how
do that.
how is Netflix going to be compensated if they would have
Marriott
to?
makes a strikes a deal with them for whatever.
That's a lot easier said than done. There, they'd have to pay millions for that.
But why? I mean, but it's not like but like the people who are watching this in their hotel rooms for 4 days already have Netflix.
Yeah.
You're not losing subscribers because you're at a Marriott for 2 days. It makes it easier.
I don't know if you can imply that, right? Because now they're doing the whole password crackdown, and it's growing the company.
You can, they just shoot. But I'm just saying, it's a pain in the ass. Like tonight,
Yeah.
I bet you have to re-sign in. Mm-hmm. They should at least be able to coordinate it for the length of your stay.
Yeah, but your information's on that, like your account. So what if it stayed up here for a little bit longer, and then a new person came into the room?
Man, I don't
still
care about
signed
that
in?
stuff.
I don't either, but my Netflix.
I don't care.
Well, your credit card's attached to it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying they should be able to have a way when you check out, they literally like can just turn your Netflix off.
Or like, couldn't a hotel get like a master Netflix account? Shouldn't there be some deal where they can
I'm going to sign in.
he's saying.
I'm going
It costs
to
millions.
sign in 8 times over the next 4 days to just flip around and watch nothing. Watch the American
Yeah,
Gladiators.
you just want Netflix to be exposed even more so in those actors and actresses who aren't being paid by them now. It fucks them even more.
One of the BO boys is a SAG member. I just found out.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's got plenty of time on.
I think
his hands to
I think
record.
Pat is, so I have to be careful with that. Yeah, I got to be careful with that.
What's going on with all that shit?
What do you mean?
The strikes and all that.
Still going on. I don't think anything new. It's been very quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Start
mean.
affecting stuff like
Stuff's not going to come out.
Disney's delayed a couple movies. Right?
Dune got pushed back. I think to it was supposed to come out at the end of this year. It's gonna be the summer of next year at the earliest.
Is this Dune 2?
Dune 2. Do you see Dune 1?
No. Is it good?
I didn't see it. I like stuff like that. I get one. Timothy Chalamet star of that. Oh. I'm sure it's great. The director's a good director, but yeah, but they're starting now, especially TV. It's going to start getting.
Yeah.
Is reality TV exempt from that or no?
Probably.
John Adams?
I don't have any shutdowns.
John Adams is fine. Yeah, that documentary series is fine. I saw the General Hospital hired scab writers.
Oh, they did?
Because the daytime actors have a different, they're not on strike. They have a different deal than other actors for some reason. I don't know why. The soap opera, which I don't know. I can see you watching soap operas at some point.
No, my mom was really into them. But
Yeah.
Are they kind of sneaky good?
Yeah, probably.
They're on every day. How good?
So what?
Yeah, but
you're
people
gonna make fun of
love-
millions of people that watch every
Yes,
day?
they're stupid. Yeah, well, yes.
You're calling like every basically mother of the 90s.
But you're the one who suggests that just women watch it, not me.
Pretty much. I bet it's 90%.
Do I think most of the women who are folding their laundry and watching it, giving it a lot of thought? No. To that, no. It's escapism. It's like reading a romance book.
Yeah.
Do you think they're great shows? They give you binge watch All My Children.
They've been on the
30
air.
years?
They've been on the air for 30, 40 years.
Survivor. So what?
Survivor. A lot of people think Survivor's a great show.
They're stupid. I'm not saying I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why don't you binge General Hospital? Wasn't one you gonna play the piano?
I don't want to. I can't.
Wasn't one you gonna play the piano?
Young
theme
and the
for?
Restless.
Yeah, watch that.
Yeah, but I think going back, I can't watch a show that's so ancient like that. Like,
We'll start watching for like 2000.
yeah, but then how do I pick up on what was going on? Isn't it all?
I think you can figure it out.
All right.
What's your other read?
Tommy John.
Tommy John's back. Okay. I'm happy to wear my Tommy Johns today. I will say that. Are your boys sticking to your thigh right now? Thanks to me, or not thanks to me, thanks to Tommy John. Mine were not today. If summer heats up, it'll only get worse. Tommy John underwear is the cooling solution to sticky situations. Tommy John underwear has dozens of comfort innovations, breathable, lightweight fabric. They'll keep you 7 degrees cooler than traditional cotton. 20 million pairs sold. Thousands of 5-star reviews. Balls across America love their Tommy Johns. There's no flopping, sticking, or when I mentioned at dinner tonight when I was not wearing my Tommy John, did I tell you about the Masters?
Oh,
Chafing.
Chafage.
Yeah, that was a 2-day chafage because I was dumb enough not to wear my Tommy John, idiot. Go to Tommy John right now. 20%, 20 for your first offer at TommyJohn.com/Kirk. TommyJohn.com/KIRK. See site for details, please. 20% off at TommyJohn.com/Kirk. All right, what else? Anything else?
Not the real. What was the whole thing with Trent going on? His heartbeat or something like that?
This is the whoop thing.
Oh,
It was a bit, Dave. Don't worry about it.
they were just joking around.
His heart rate was at 188. That's high.
Seems high.
He's an intense guy. I mean, he's hills. It's warm.
Mine was high. I got to get it down. I don't know what to do.
Yours is actually more concerning, honestly.
Sitting there is like 125.
I don't understand that. That must be wrong, right?
It has to be, but maybe not. I don't know. I got bad heart history in my family. I got to be
you
careful.
do?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm on the Mediterranean diet.
Was that Mediterranean tonight?
No. Tonight we were
I think
American.
when you're on the road, that's tough for you because you're always traveling.
Yeah, it's tough. It is. I mean, everybody can make excuses. Just fucking eat better. Don't be
Tomorrow
an
night,
asshole.
I'll give you a little hint. Tomorrow night, Mexican, you're just going to go very basic. Don't go too deep. Like, I'm going to get a chicken fajita. I'm not going to put the fajita on top. I'll just have a little bit of chicken and some beans.
Guacamole is good for the heart.
Yeah, get guacamole.
I'm gonna get some guac for sure.
Do you exercise?
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm just an active person, but I don't really exercise like purposefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a good running route. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm pretty pleased with it.
Nice neighborhood.
Nice neighborhood.
Do you wave to people?
No. Nobody waves. No.
Well, you've been chatty Cathy on this trip. I wasn't sure.
You keep saying that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
You were going up that elevator. You were mingling like I've never seen before. These two women had like 3 cups each.
These old, and it was crazy. These 2 women, like older women, nice people, but they each had like 70 cups of. I was like, did you come from the desert? Like I was baffled. They had
He
like
did ask if they came from
like
the desert.
1,000.
Also, I will say the one on the left loved that question. She laughed.
Fired up.
Oh, he got such a cackle.
She can tell the grandkids about that one, and then it was like, but they are right. Like the hallways here are 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, they were right about that. They were right about that.
AC, I don't know. The AC place situation here is weird.
Yeah, but I don't know. For whatever reason, listen to the show. You always play it up that you like never chit chat, and you are
true. If you've been in the right situation, I've been pretty social on this trip, but not. Like,
I think so.
Crazy.
I
was pretty quiet at dinner last night. You were yapping away.
You and Francis had a little moment. He was going on about Kelly Keegs. I felt like he went to war for Kelly Keegs a little bit.
Francis like doesn't know stuff and he'll just talk. He's like, so what's the, that thing, whatever voice he has. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't dislike her. I mean, she doesn't like me probably, but I have no issue with her. She says dumb things and I call her out.
I thought about triggering Francis a little bit today.
Why?
Because I bet he's pissed off that other Barstool girl is going to that comedy show in Montreal. And
You've mentioned this twice now.
Yeah.
You seem very worked up.
Because she kind of mentioned that he wasn't going. So there might be a little rivalry there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was candid about Barstool comedy last night at dinner.
Yep.
Not necessarily critical, but not, I thought he was candid.
He said the New York show went pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
You might have something there. You can
dig at it a little bit.
He would
poke the bear a little bit.
Yeah, you might be able to widen that crack a little bit.
I don't know if that helps the broadcast, but I'll put it out there.
That's right. You guys are paired together again tomorrow. Correct. The next 3 days.
Yeah. We're going to be best friends.
Does he
You got
know
a lot
your
of
name?
time to work on Francis.
Does he know your name right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you producing the show? Was that you or Steve when we had him on after he got fired?
Steve.
That was Steve. Okay.
Yeah, that was very early.
Yeah, it was.
I never listened to that, actually. I should listen to that. How was he?
It was 4 years ago. It was literally the Monday after he got fired. We had him on. Because I remember they were like, you have to reach out to Portman. I was like,
yeah.
Why? I didn't know how anything worked. And he was like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
And he was fine. He's like, Francis and I are. I don't know how much I can say.
What do you mean?
Well, there are things that haven't been broadcast yet that Francis and I will have.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
True. I forgot.
I don't know.
I thought it came out a month ago.
I know
my
he
bad.
did. I know he did.
I was thinking. Yeah,
That was the right play, by the way. I think you prefer the booth.
Oh, definitely.
And he is like doing way better on that than he probably would have done.
Better than I would have done for sure. No, he's better at stuff like that.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I think it worked out. Day one, I would give again like a B or B plus.
I think so. I agree with that.
Yeah.
In classic form, we had 2 months worth of meetings and then just totally changed who was going to be in the booth the day before.
They told me yesterday, like, yeah, you're gonna be in the booth. I'm like, all right, great. Like, I was like, good. Hey, I'm gonna walk around. It's 4 million degrees. Colony and lugging around this stupid. Were you carrying anything or no?
When I was with Francis?
Yeah.
No, because he didn't need anything.
No waters, no sunscreen.
No, I would always have it. I'd had both just ready and asked him constantly because it was fucking battle.
He must need sunscreen. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
real pale.
Ginger.
He applied a couple times.
Yeah, that's smart.
And he took mine and he like passed it around to all the gallery out there who needed it.
The gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
The gallery. There's more people in this room than there. What else?
16 at Augusta.
Yeah, what else would I call it?
Tonight dinner, like the Korn Ferry tour is what it is. Like it's just not going to be a huge amount of people.
No.
Tonight dinner call. It's like I think there'll be a big gallery this weekend. Like they're going to flock.
Yeah, would
outside.
more people be there than were there today?
right.
Probably. Yeah.
Because some people work, but
It's a nice experience. Like just walking around a well-maintained golf course, seeing professional.
I would if I lived around here, like I would go find like a random, like I go watch Camilo Jacobs play golf for 18 holes or somebody.
At one point today, Kirk, during one of the commercial breaks, looks at me and he goes, Chicago just loves their golf. And I turned around and it was like our 2 sales guys like throwing cornholes. That's the only 2 people.
I got to write that line down. Damn it, I didn't use it today. Oh, Brant's going to love when I talk about towels tomorrow. And
Oh, God, Jesus. Yeah, you saved that. You kept that one in the holster.
oh, damn it.
I didn't see what's his name today. The Villegas.
Camilo Villegas.
Villegas.
Show 4 under.
Does he still putt like a maniac?
Yeah, where he reads them like a spider.
Like he's like on his
Does he
stomach.
still do that?
I don't know. I haven't seen him playing forever. I
might be too old for that.
It's kind of sad if he does it now, though. It's like it's almost like being at like a fan convention.
You can't.
Camilo, do that for us again one more time. But no, I thought it went well. I'm looking for. I'll be curious to see how it. I think it'll just get better. So
Yeah.
I think so too.
yeah. All right, it's fucking time for me. You think you're gonna watch 2 episodes of John Adams tonight? It's 9 o'clock.
I'll make it through one, maybe.
You went to bed You fell asleep last night this time.
9:12.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
So we got to work tomorrow. What time are you going tomorrow morning?
Whatever you want. After your run, whatever.
All right, it's helpful.
What the hell are you guys doing tomorrow?
We got to edit the live show stuff.
Oh, God.
What do you think?
But then you don't have to get to the course until 15 minutes before the broadcast.
That's true.
Well, I think
Which
you
you probably like that now.
I like to get there a little earlier than that.
Well, you mingled today, and now you know exactly what to expect. That you can just like walk up right when the broadcast starts if you want.
Well, yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, I think Brand hopes that I am not there tomorrow.
You're going to be there. You guys are going to get along great.
Of course, I'm gonna be there, but like Brand, I think Brand. If I got sick, Brand, but like I can probably. I'll just do it.
Ice your fingers so you're ready for the applause afterwards.
So you were literally like, I think you said bravo.
I said bravo.
You're like one more hip hip. Like who's a jolly good fellow. And again, they're obsessed. I will say this for the 500th time. Like if it's like Harry or like, you know, a little like Riggs' little nephew, great. I don't want to celebrate a grown man's birthday. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's weird.
Last night we've got a cake for who?
We've done 2 birthdays, I think, so far.
Today, what's the guy we like?
So let me ask you this. Was it Pete's birthday yesterday or was that a bit?
I don't even know.
I think that might have been a Brant bit.
Oh, I hate that. We're like, let's get the cake for the guy. It's not actually his birthday bit.
That's the worst.
Because I think
That's like, I didn't even think of that. That's like top 5 worst things you could do.
I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to. We were so close to going to bed. I thought you were in wind down mode. I didn't want to crank you back up again.
I woke up at 10:48 at 11:12. You told me that.
I'm pretty sure that was a bit. I don't think it was Pete's birthday.
And Brant's this kind of guy too. Like Pete is. Let's just say it's Pete's birthday yesterday.
Okay.
I would say he's 36 maybe. Like
okay.
34. Does that sound right?
Sure.
So during the thing, Brant's in our ear and he's like, make sure to wish Pete a happy birthday. Happy 55th birthday. Like, you know, he's like so old. That's the joke. I'm surprised Jake wasn't like, and a happy 55th birthday to Pete.
We've done
even think of that.
fucking
Can you text Pete and see if it was actually his birthday?
I'll text him right now.
Is your mom responding?
I didn't text her.
Why not? Your dad looks nothing like Mark Messier. There's
no way.
There's no way.
I promise you.
That's like a Big Jack thing. Like he thinks that's kind of nice. You guys are the same way.
He doesn't think that.
I didn't even think of that, Riggs. I should have.
I know.
Fucking Brand 101. Like, oh, let's bring the, like, first of all, like, how embarrassed are you going to be, like, if they do a joke on you? You're kind of like, oh, that's stupid. Like, are you really humiliated if you pretend it's your birthday? I never understood that.
No, I just think it's stupid.
Right, no, but I'm saying the guy, like, oh my God, it's not actually my birthday.
Yeah.
Like, I have a piece of cake in front of me. How mortifying. Like, what? I did not participate in that sing-along last night, I'll tell you that. Not one syllable.
You were belting it.
Oh, no, one. You were
belting it like it was the national
I thought
anthem.
Tony Bennett was alive again. You were going,
Man, I heard you. My left ear, I had to cover my left ear. Oh, you were pumped.
I didn't even think of the fake birthday bit. Did you text him?
Just text Pete. It was yesterday actually your birthday.
Yeah, why would he know that?
If it was his birthday?
Yeah, why the hell would Brand know that?
Right. He would.
So even if it was, it's weird. Like, that's weird either way.
So weird. Barely knows the guy. It was not. I believe that was a Brant Packer bit. Yeah, because he declined it. I think he sent it away.
What a great moment for you. Why did you tell me that last night?
I thought, so I had an angle of it where
so out of it.
Declined it. And the guy kind of like brought it and then like didn't know what to do and went this way. And Brant's like, no, it's for him. It's for him.
I saw that.
And so I was thinking like, that's weird.
I just thought maybe Pete was like, I don't really want to, like, I don't care. I just want to go home. That's what I would have been like.
That's fucking great.
That's so fucking, like, did they even really know each other?
So perfect. That's what, no, they're working together. I bet they never met in person until yesterday or this week.
Tell Brand it's your birthday tomorrow. Big cake on the set.
Oh, will he plan something along those lines for Sunday?
If Wednesday he went with the birthday cake bit, I mean, what do you think he's going to have ready for the weekend?
But I think he knows that we're
on to him.
Will this get back to him somehow? Probably not, right?
I think this will get back to him. There's got to be some benefit. He knows he's one of these guys that knows everybody.
But it's not like well, I don't think it's like a negative. Like we're saying, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
No, it could be.
But he's the kind of guy who
it's a shitty joke and a shitty move.
Thinks it's not a shitty move. It's just like he thinks that's funny. Like you're a different person,
right?
If you think that's funny,
yeah, you're on a different wavelength.
Like you know what I'm going to do to really fuck with this guy? I'm going to tell the waiter that he was born on this day and give him a piece of cake. How's he going to handle that?
Knee slapper. Oh man.
So like the people at the table who were singing really had no idea what was going on.
No idea.
Like I was kind of like, why are we doing this?
We were all robots in that moment.
Yeah, well, you were singing.
You were singing. You're telling me you didn't sing a single hymn.
No, because I was like, legitimately like, why is? Because I remember looking down. I don't know Pete really at all. And I remember looking down and being like, he looks really like uncomfortable. But I thought it would be like, it was actually my birthday and he did that. I'd be like mortified. Like, get the fuck. Nobody cares.
I think Pete was, and Pete's a pretty awkward guy to begin with.
Yeah, I can't get a read on Pete.
I like Pete.
So do I, but I'm like, I don't think he's really like, I think he's like Kirk Minahan's just the fucking pain in the ass.
I used to be pretty I wouldn't say close, but I used to be. I had a pretty good relationship with Pete in the office because we would do radio show, all kinds of stuff together.
He's a good guy, yeah.
So I got a good beat on him, and that's why that moment when Pete declined it, I was like, that's fucking weird. Something's going on there.
That's a psychotic move. Like, I will ask you this: over under 166.5 times he's done that.
Over.
Is there a number you wouldn't say over?
A year?
No, in his career, like 600 times.
How old do you think Brand is?
I think he's like late 50s, early 60s. But he's only been in like that position of power probably for like 10 or 15 years. So yeah.
52 weeks, 500 something weeks. He's
not doing it every week though.
No, I would say he's done it 200 times.
Yeah, I would say that too.
200 times he's done that. This is his playbook. We're going through it. This is just clockwork, baby. We're not even we have no personality. We're not our own people. We're just hands on his clock.
If we said to Brand, why did you do that? What would he say? Because that was funny?
Yeah.
It's kind of a Michael Scott to him.
Oh, yeah, right.
It actually is a little bit. I'm sort of like this guy. I don't know. I think we might have him on at something.
He's incredible.
He's going to hate me. He's going to hate this. He's going to hear this. But I actually don't think he's sensitive.
I don't think so either.
There's like a couple of times we shit on like all the guests during the broadcast. Like he knew when you said after like we need less guests, we made a couple of obvious jokes during it that we had a million guests on.
Yes.
Like I was like, we're gonna have a turtle on probably.
And I think like the fact that he refuses to talk to you means that he's on to like he knows.
Like this guy fucking.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's okay.
I said I don't mind him.
You know what tomorrow is? His birthday.
Yeah, you guys should just beat him to
We
the punch.
should send like 100 things during the day.
We have to beat him. You're right. We gotta beat him.
Yeah, I think
we gotta try to get ahead of what would a guy that does the birthday thing on Wednesday
do on Sunday?
What's
that's
his
like
next move?
Is that like a big cake? Like congratulations on Sunday? Like
that's too straightforward. It's got to be goofy, you know?
Right? Like it's gonna be like a whoop, like a heart cake, like a
right.
Are we getting closer? How do we beat him in this game?
We gotta beat him. We cannot let him beat us.
Is he gonna like call like our hotel rooms at 4 a.m? Is like what's his like? What's the game? When the mind games end with him?
Because like the ultimate defeat for one of us is gonna be if one of us ends up in that position Pete was in last night.
I'll fucking lose it. I'll flip on I'll literally in the air.
Like whatever that next version of that is, if one of us is the recipient.
But does he even have a second layer? Or does he just go like birthday again, like Sunday? Like it's Riggs' birthday.
If he does it again, the best way.
He's look how pathetic he'd be like if you're like, yeah, it's not my birthday. You just look like an asshole.
I would just be like, go make Brant pay for this cake. Like this, you can't just give us a free fucking.
Who paid for that last night?
I think that you get like a free from the restaurant.
Oh, that's true. An asshole, honestly. Why he? Because he's dealt with him.
Probably the one he's most comfortable with. Pete probably hired him technically.
Yeah, and he's one of these guys who asks you like, "Hey, you ever played Pebble Beach?" And he's like, "Just answer." He's like, "Yeah, the time I played." Like, it's like again, I'm burying Brant, but I like it.
He was doing a lot of that last night.
I heard a lot of that.
We were doing that together. I was in on that. That was fun.
I like the other guy.
Me too. The other guy's he gets it. Other guy's way more our speed.
Yeah, the other guy was disgusted by that cake.
Oh, he hated it.
How many times he's been part of that? Like,
he's texting the other guys being like, he just did the fucking birthday cake thing.
Let me ask you, before we go, we're going to go in a minute. We're going to get to bed. Why was the dessert separate, like with that thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they brought the iPad thing.
Yeah, why for the meal you didn't? I like that. Like Olive Garden, you just go, you pay the tip, you pay everything right there. You can order there. And like the waiter comes, you have to talk to him. That's fine. But this was like a traditional waiter, and then dessert they just brought an iPad out and you paid for it there.
That was weird.
Not weird.
Was that not covered in the original meal that like the production company covered or something?
I don't even understand it.
But that would be a bizarre thing to do.
Maybe because what percentage of the table is going to order a dessert? So they say, all right, pay for it individually.
They still go ahead. Like last night was obviously going to be one big check. There's like 20 of us there.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. The guy we like picked it up.
Right.
What's his name? Paul?
He looks
Phil?
like Paul. Yeah, it looks like a Phil or Paul. Well, I look upstairs in my room tonight, the door, knock on the door, it's going to be Domino's, 100 pizzas delivered by Brant. You have to pay for them.
I can't believe that was actually a bit. That's so good.
I can't believe I didn't think of that. I was so.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to leave so bad. I don't think I gave it any thought.
I was all over that one. I figured there's no
Why'd
way.
you say that to me in the last 24 hours?
I thought you knew. I thought you were so exhausted of it, you let it slide, actually. I thought you let it slide. I thought.
Yeah, I mean.
And then the craziest part is it actually is Kevin Price's birthday. Our guy, KP.
Right. Yeah, but he gets nothing.
Right.
Shove it in the air for all the Barstool people who definitely wanted to hear that.
Yeah, and he doesn't care. What I like about Kevin, too, he didn't follow either one of us on Twitter. He doesn't care Barstool. He wants to get back and grind on the Korn Ferry tour.
He told me, he's like, I can't go to Utah next week. He was kind of bummed out. I'm like, I don't say Cape. I'd send you there. You should hire him pay him $1 more he's making right now. Full-time Korn Ferry tour guy. Little podcast. Just go nuts.
I think we might. I think you're right.
Go nuts. And be a research guy. You guys probably need a research guy, right?
Sure.
Be a research guy.
Doesn't even matter. We'll hire him.
No, sure.
I'd hire him, but you know, I don't give him much use for us.
That would be a Portnoy move. Just you have to hire this guy.
He wasn't quite KP on the broadcast today, but that's a hard spot.
Possible spot.
A hard spot. Anyway, that fucked me up, that Pete thing now. Jesus Christ. All right. I don't know when we're back on again, but Barstool TV tomorrow, if you're listening to this, Friday, 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, barstool.tv. Anything else? Foreplay? Any foreplay this week? Are you guys done?
We're done. We'll have a show out next Tuesday. So
golf gambling off to a flying start today.
We're getting fucked in the ass this week.
This has been bad.
This was priority number 2 this week. Usually it's
for me. It's 3 after the live show.
True.
True. Like
you did it. That's all that matters. You guys did it. So that's impressive. Yeah.
We got it done. I mean, we won a bet today.
I was sober. We got to try again next week.
Sun Jam 6 pars in a row. We won that bet.
That's our only win
so far. We're not done yet.
No, it's early, but we're horrific.
We should scrape out a couple of back.
We need the Sepper to get going.
I need Cameron fucking Young makes birdies too.
Yeah.
Win the tournament. What are you looking at, Colin?
Make sure this is still good.
Is it still good?
Yeah.
It's all on the board you got there, Colin.
You don't use this?
No, we use like one of those little Zoom box things.
Oh, the little guys?
Yeah.
All right. Well, tomorrow's a big day. Brant, KP, Colin.
We're got to be dodging birthday cakes out there all over the place.
He's going to do something like that.
Oh, yeah.
He is going to do. Not to me, though.
You should do it on the broadcast.
He's not going to do it to me.
What if you get a cake ready for the broadcast and be like,
give it to him?
I need to say thanks.
He'll love it, though, but he's going to love that.
Oh, he'll clip it and send it to all his buddies.
We do something that's going to I don't know what it is.
Just pie him in the face on the
The
broadcast.
thing is, you can, last night, the other guy, the guy we like at dinner, was like, how many, over under Kirk. I think he's like, over under, how many name drops did you hear that or no?
No, I didn't hear that. He said that?
Yeah. Oh, did you say 2,000? And he kind of laughed. And Brant kind of laughed, though. I think he's aware of it.
Yeah.
Which makes it even better.
He's got more self-awareness than we're probably giving him credit.
It's again, the last time, it's like when Michael Scott has his moments, you're like, oh, he actually understands what's going on. He has those moments like that.
Slightly redeeming.
Yeah. So, all right. Anyway, goodbye. We'll talk to you later.